Alright guys, welcome back with me with another YouTube video. One Piece 1025 spoilers are finally out. Actually, the spoiler for the One Piece manga chapter 1025 was out on Tuesday, but I didn't update it because the information provided was too little. Therefore, I waited until the information about this chapter was complete enough. Curious about the contents of the One Piece chapter 1025? Let's watch the video. But before we start this video, please smash that like button. And if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please subscribe and click notification bell or you will miss future anime videos. The title of One Piece chapter 1025 is Picture of Two Dragons. In the cover story, Usopp is telling his adventure story to members of a publishing team to shock birds that are taking notes in a notebook and an octopus that is typing in a typewriter. Usopp is dressed as a pirate captain. He wears a hat like Roger Butt with his own Jolly Roger, and on his head is a paper that the octopus has written where it reads, Big Liar Story. Chapter starts with Luffy pushing Momonosuke to fly up to Onigashima. Momonosuke tries, but he can't because he is still afraid of height. Shinobu and the Heart Pirates watch the scene in silence. Cut to Onigashima's rooftop, just after the clash of Kaido and Yamato Thunder Bagua that we saw at the end of the previous chapter. Kaido bleeds from his forehead. Yamato's skin begins to crack until it shatters into pieces. Yamato used a technique called Mirror Mountain, a move that seems to cover his body with a glass-like shield so she receives no damage. Before the shield is completely broken, Yamato jumps up and breaks free from the crystals. She then spins his Kanabo in the air and hits Kaido with a new attack called Cut in Massive Ice, damping Kaido's head in the ground. However, Kaido gets up once again and attacks Yamato with his Kanabo repeatedly. Kaido said, no matter how much he uses other names or tries to become a samurai, you can't deny the fact that you're the son of Kaido. You still have Oni blood in your body, . Yamato reply, it doesn't matter to me, . Yamato manages to hit Kaido in the face with her Kanabo, but he keeps talking. Kaido said, you have always been alone, running and hiding in the castle. Yamato replies, while we see a panel with Kid Yamato reading Oda's diary secretly. Yamato said, that's not true. I have a friend, as she says. Yamato remembers Ace. Kaido reply, yeah, but your friend is dead. Along with those samurai and people who were nice to you, we see a little flashback in which a Kaido subordinate who was kind with Yamato and gave her food secretly was executed for it, on a wooden crosshead like the one Jack used to torture the minks in Zou. Kaido hits Yamato on the head with her Kanabo, and Yamato falls to the ground. Kaido hits Yamato repeatedly and violently while she is on the ground. Kaido looks like a real ogre. Kaido said, you are a child of an Oni. You must rule human by force, not getting along with them. It is your destiny. Back to Luffy and Momonosuke, who finally manages to fly. However, Momonosuke flies with his eyes closed because he is still afraid of height. Momonosuke flies so fast that they reach Onigashima in seconds, while Shinobu looks at them from Wano in silence and with a very serious face. When Momonosuke flies over Onishima's island, Luffy tells him that they should go to the roof of the dome. But Momonosuke flies with his eyes closed and ends up entering in the skull inside the castle. In a very funny double page, we see how Luffy screaming bursts into the light from the wall on the back of Momonosuke. While we see the reactions of Queen, Sanji, Hio, Kawamatsu, Izo, Marco, Zoro, and King. Momonosuke flies across the live floor while Luffy tells him that they have to go up. Momonosuke is a bit dizzy but manages to straighten out and climb. Both go through the second floor of the castle, right in the place where Big Mom continues fighting against Kid and Law. Momonosuke continues his uncontrolled flight while Law, who see him, are shocked. Luffy tries to help Momonosuke, but some of the debris got into Momonosuke's eyes and he just keeps crashing all over the castle. Back to Onigashima's rooftop. Yamato turned back into her human form and prepares to attack again her father. We see in the distance behind Yamato that Momonosuke has managed to cross the castle and reach the rooftop. Kaido has noticed it and looks them surprised. Luffy sees Kaido and tells Momonosuke to go after him. Momonosuke does it, this time with his eyes wide open. Yamato and Luffy attack Kaido without either of them being aware of the other's presence. Yamato attacked Kaido with new attack called White Snake Gallop, and Luffy with his Gear 4 Snake Man form attacked Kaido with Jet Culverin. In an impressive double page, Luffy and Yamato hit Kaido at the same time in his face. Their attacks create black lightning bolts. After the attacks, Yamato notices the arrival of Luffy, something that makes her very happy. But there is no time for reunions. In a new double page, Kaido transforms into a dragon and confronts Luffy and Momonosuke. Kaido said, "How did you survive, Straw Hat? And who is this dragon?" Luffy replied, "I won't die no matter what, because I am the man who will become the Pirate King." Momonosuke said, "My name is Kasuki Momonosuke, the man who will become the Shogun of Wano." Yamato looks at the pink dragon, thinking about Kid Momonosuke she met shortly before. Kaido replied, "So you are that kid. The world doesn't need two dragons." The fight against Kaido will be a 3-on-1 battle. Unfortunately, there's some bad news coming out. In the midst of this epic battle, Chapter 1026 will not air the following week. Chapter 1026 will reappear in Shonen Jump Magazine Volume 43, which will be released at the end of September.
もうビッグクラッシュはたくさんだ